What's up, Bills fans? Before we get into today's exclusive breakdown, let me remind you, this Buffalo Bills team is all about constant improvement. Every season, every week, every snap, they're chasing that edge to bring a Lombardi trophy back to Buffalo. And if you're fired up about this journey, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. Your support keeps this community strong, and together, we're building the best Bills conversation on YouTube. Now, let's get into the story that every Bills fan needs to hear today: Joey Bosa's massive impact on this defense, James Cook's explosive start to the year, and what it all means for Buffalo's path forward. Let's be honest, Bills fans. It's been a long time since we've seen a true game-wrecking pass rusher in Buffalo. Yes, Von Miller gave us glimpses before injuries caught up. Yes, Mario Williams had his flashes. But since Bruce Smith's departure way back in 1999, this franchise has been chasing that one defensive end who can tilt the field. Enter Joey Bosa. Lining up at right defensive end, Bosa has changed the entire identity of this defense. We're talking about a five-time Pro Bowler who not only destroys quarterbacks, but sets the edge against the run in ways Miller never quite could in Buffalo. He's not just a luxury, he's a necessity. But here's the catch: the Bills have to be smart about how much they use him. Through 3 weeks, Bosa has been on the field for a staggering percentage of snaps. In Week 3 against Miami, he played 87% of defensive reps. That's nearly every single down. Defensive coordinator Bobby Babich has already admitted that's too much. Even Bosa's 69% snap rate in the opener against Baltimore was pushing the limit. Why? Because this is a marathon, not a sprint. The Bills need Bosa fresh, not just for September or October, but for January, when the games really matter. Babich himself put it best: "We just got to be really cognizant of that. We're going to do everything we need to get that down." And the truth is, they have to. Bosa has already produced 5 quarterback hurries, 3 hits, and 3 forced fumbles in just 3 games. That's the type of disruption that shifts games. But history tells us that pushing a 30-year-old pass rusher too hard too early is a recipe for injuries. Buffalo's defense has lived that nightmare before with Von Miller. They can't afford it again. So expect to see more rotation moving forward. Guys like Greg Rousseau, A.J. Epinesa, and Leonard Floyd are going to have to carry more weight. If the Bills can manage Bosa's snaps the right way, they might just have their most dangerous pass rush rotation in decades. Now let's flip it to the offensive side of the ball. And man, do we have to talk about James Cook III. Remember just a few weeks ago when Cook staged that hold-in during camp, pushing for his new deal? Some folks wondered if it was worth it. Well, let's just say the Bills aren't regretting that decision one bit. Through the first 3 games, Cook has been unstoppable. We're talking over 100 yards from scrimmage and a rushing touchdown in every single game. That's consistency, that's explosiveness, that's production you can build an offense around. He's now tied for the franchise record with 7 straight games featuring a rushing touchdown. That puts him in elite company. And when you hear offensive coordinator Joe Brady talk about him, you know it's more than just stats. Brady said, "You have to love how he's running the football right now. He's stronger than ever, explosive through the hole, and his vision is outstanding. He's in a really good spot." And so are the Bills. Week 1 in Baltimore, 44 rushing yards, 58 receiving yards. Week 2 against the Jets, 132 on the ground. Week 3 against Miami, 108 rushing plus 10 more receiving. Cook is proving he's not just a change of pace back, he's a true RB1 and a difference maker. But Cook isn't the only one. Khalil Shakir showed that speed and elusiveness we've been waiting for, turning a short pass into a game-sealing touchdown against the Dolphins. Rookie Keon Coleman continues to flash big play potential. Dalton Kincaid looks more polished each week as a matchup nightmare, and together, they're giving Josh Allen a supporting cast that feels deeper than ever. For years, the Bills' offense was Allen, Stephon Diggs, and a prayer. Now, it's balanced, it's diverse, and it's dangerous. So here's the big picture, Bills fans. Buffalo sits at 3-0. They've got a defense that finally features a true difference maker in Joey Bosa, paired with one of the most talented young secondaries in the league. They've got an offense where James Cook is rewriting franchise history, while guys like Shakir, Coleman, and Kincaid are proving they belong in the spotlight. The schedule ahead? Not exactly filled with landmines. Sure, there are challenges, but the Bills are built to handle them. The key, though, is sustainability. Managing Bosa's workload, keeping Cook fresh and healthy, continuing to spread the ball around so Josh Allen doesn't feel like he has to play superhero every single snap. If they do those things, this team isn't just going back to the playoffs for the 7th straight year, they're putting themselves in position to finally take that next step. As if we needed another reminder of how special Josh Allen is, Week 3 against the Miami Dolphins gave us one of the craziest stats you'll ever hear. With 3 total touchdowns in that Thursday night win, Allen officially hit the 300 touchdown mark in his career. That includes both regular season and postseason. Now, here's the part that makes it jaw-dropping. Allen reached 300 in just 127 games. That's faster than anyone in NFL history. Faster than legends. Faster than Patrick Mahomes, who needed 128 games to get there. Bills fans, think about that for a second. Patrick Mahomes, the guy everyone calls the face of the league, has been chasing records left and right, and Allen just beat him to this one. That's not just impressive, that's historic. Outproducing entire franchises. Here's where it gets even crazier. Since entering the league in 2018, Josh Allen has been an absolute touchdown machine. And when you look at the numbers, it's almost unbelievable. Allen alone has scored more touchdowns than 12 entire NFL teams in that span. Yes, you heard that right. One player outproducing full franchises. Here's the list of teams Allen has outscored. New York Jets, 223, New York Giants, 242, Jacksonville Jaguars, 250, Denver Broncos, 260, Las Vegas Raiders, 264, Chicago Bears, 271, Washington Commanders, 279, Pittsburgh Steelers, 271, Atlanta Falcons, 271, Arizona Cardinals, 287, Houston Texans, 290. And Allen sits at 301 touchdowns. That's not just absurd, that's video game stuff. Even if you take away his 32 postseason touchdowns, Allen would still have more scores than at least 6 of those teams. Bills Mafia, we're watching greatness unfold in real time. Another milestone in the same game. But that wasn't the only record Allen smashed against Miami. He also threw his 200th career touchdown pass in that game, putting him among the fastest to ever do it. How fast? He reached it in 114 regular season games, which ties him for 6th place all-time. And look at the company he's keeping here. Patrick Mahomes, Dan Marino, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre.
That's it. That's the list of guys who got there faster. Every single one of them either has a Hall of Fame jacket already or will have one the moment they retire. Allen's name now sits right alongside them. And if that doesn't make your heart swell with pride as a Bills fan, I don't know what will. Let's not forget, Josh Allen is coming off an MVP season, and through the first 3 games of 2025, he looks every bit like a guy ready to win another one. His combination of passing power, running ability, and sheer competitiveness is unmatched in today's game. What makes Allen so unique isn't just the stats, though. It's the way he changes the Bills' identity every time he steps on the field. Defenses know they're facing a quarterback who can beat them deep, shred them underneath, or bulldoze them like a running back at the goal line. He's the ultimate weapon, and Buffalo is using him to perfection. When you look at Allen's career so far, the numbers speak volumes. But it's more than numbers. It's leadership. It's resilience. It's a quarterback who embraced Buffalo from day one and has carried this franchise to heights fans have been waiting decades to see. Think about it. Not only is Allen rewriting the Bills' record books, he's now stacking up against the NFL's all-time greats and surpassing them in certain categories. He's doing things faster, stronger, and with more versatility than anyone could have imagined when Buffalo drafted him in 2018. And here's the exciting part. He's just 28 years old. He's entering his prime. If this is what Allen is doing now, what are the next 5 years going to look like? 10 years? We might be witnessing the rise of a quarterback who not only defines this era, but leaves behind a legacy that rivals anyone who's ever played the game. Next up for Buffalo is a Week 4 matchup against the New Orleans Saints, and you better believe Allen is going to keep the momentum rolling. Coming off a statement win over Miami and a milestone performance, he's carrying confidence, rhythm, and that fire we've all come to love. With James Cook pounding the rock, Khalil Shakir flashing his speed, rookie Keon Coleman growing by the week, and Dalton Kincaid evolving into a mismatched nightmare, Allen has more weapons than ever before. That only makes him more dangerous, and it makes Buffalo's offense nearly impossible to predict. So Bills Mafia, here's the question for you. Do you trust Bobby Babich and Sean McDermott to manage Joey Bosa's workload the right way? Or are you worried about history repeating itself with another star pass rusher getting overused? And on the offensive side, is James Cook III the running back you believe can carry Buffalo through the season and into the postseason? I want to hear your thoughts, your passion, your takes. Drop them in the comments below. And don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your fellow Bills fans. This community is growing because of you, and together, we're going to ride every high and low of this season. Buffalo's on a mission, and this time, with Bosa wrecking games and Cook rewriting the record books, it just might be the year we've all been waiting for. Go Bills!